Welcome to Tea Time on Plus TV Africa, where we bring you the biggest entertainment stories. My name is Elsie Godwin, and of course, I'm not here alone. I'm here with Ewa Oritu and Ife Oluwa Oshankeye.
Yes, the yang to my yang.
It's like people are wearing.
Yeah, that's what I said. The yang.
You're wearing. I don't know.
Ife or mine was the yang to my yang. Now she's the yang to my yang.
Why are you switching your position?
No, because today we're twinning. We're on some,
Oh, so you didn't get the memo.
No.
You didn't get it right.
I'm fine with being. You know, I'm the single one on this table always. I'm good.
Checker stuff this morning. Check. Come
But
correct.
late bro. Davido's voice.
Davido is that one who.
Same 30 BG Davido.
Say it again. Say it again.
Again?
Anyway,
Try
no, I know the one I say. You know that one, but I'm not in that vibe today again.
Ciao, that's
Don't
your
worry,
vibe.
he's coming soon. Anyway, since you mentioned Davido, WIZKID'S bodyguard Roy buys duplex in Lagos, and of course, trust Nigerians. It's become a Davido and WIZKID drama. But first and foremost, let's congratulate Roy. I mean, owning a house is a good thing, like a very good investment. It's not going to depreciate. It's not going to go away, except you collected loan in building a shop.
Even
if you don't pay the loan, it will go away now. So, congratulations to him, and over to Davido and WIZKID fans.
Why are you excluding yourself from the Davido and WIZKID fan? Because I know how you've been doing, blow my mind.
Of course, I'm a Davido fan, and I'm a WIZKID fan. But when it comes to controversy like this, Ewa will give us the tea, and then you give us the. No. You know, you are always in their mind, telling us what they thought.
You know them, you roll with them.
Okay, so first of all, I reached out to enemies yesterday. So
you see? She was not wrong.
I reached out to enemies yesterday, and he's really proud of his accomplishment. Like, he couldn't even hide his joy. He was just like, thanks, bro. You know, like when you've been getting so many calls. So I don't even want to pitch him against anybody. I just want him to enjoy his moment, because from his voice yesterday, I could tell how happy he was, and or how happy he is about what is going on in his life. Because usually when you talk to him, he comes with that calm voice, trying to be all serious all the time. But it was all laughy and playful yesterday. So it's a house, and I don't think anybody should make it about WIZKID or a Davido thing. Whether or not this guy is WIZKID's bodyguard or Davido's bodyguard, the thing is, you're doing well for yourself in whatever work you do. They say there's a payday for every hustler, and this is the payday for this guy. And I like the fact that, I've seen people that have posted images of their houses, and then they go and borrow their friends' cars to park in front. This guy parked the car he drives on a normal day. Do you understand? And he parked it right in front. So he's showing you that, okay, look at what I have accomplished. This is my car. He drives a very lovely SUV. It may not be your Range Rover or
I don't understand. That's a Ford. What are you talking about? Which car does he want to borrow to put in front again?
Oh, so you think this guy is fly, right?
I don't understand.
Oh, right.
You were talking like he was one. I mean, not start mentioning different cars and making people feel bad, but
no.
Or Byro. I don't understand you.
I'm just saying that you need to see how other people, someone else would have gone to call his friend, have like three, and then you now start wondering that doesn't own the cars now, he owns a house, but now he's not chasing clout, he's just being himself, and he's just being real about it.
Maybe I just need to say, so if it was the Toyota Camry, is it 2.2 they call it?
I would still appreciate the fact
that
I get what he's saying, but it doesn't really play out here because this guy is driving a Ford. So what else do you want to show off? Why are you under pressure to get a Benz? Why must it be a Benz?
That's what I'm saying.
People are actually under that pressure.
The fact that you're not thinking like those people don't mean that we don't have people that would go the extra mile.
It must be a Benz, regardless of how much it costs.
In fact, they will do it like a video shoot. They will put somebody making barbecue right there. They would, as in, by the time
but you seem to know so much about
it.
Because I've seen it happen. And I've seen people that do this even with leased houses that they are not even the landlord. You list it for a couple of years, and then you're doing the opening, and then you snap picture, and then I'm seeing Bentley that you don't own. Do you understand? So I'm saying that this actually happens. We know that this is clout because you talk about him, or people will be like, so this guy is this rich, he has like 3 cars. But this guy put his own regular car. He didn't even cover his plate number or anything. And his own house. And I
My
think
car
we
be
should just
regular
be happy.
like this. So.
You know,
This what's the tea you have for?
there's not so much tea about this because I'm just going to make it about Roy.
Yeah, it's about Roy.
It's about him. It's not about anybody else. And congratulations to him. His hard work paid off. Like, whatever you're doing is you're also stay loyal to it and be proud of it. And I'm proud of him.
However,
good thing.
kudos to WIZKID and Davido. I mean, if people are
Yes,
if people around
we
you
rise
are
by
doing good,
yeah.
Okay,
it's something to comment. So
but
yes,
but you know
both
this
of
is
them
similar.
said some. I mean, I think Don Jazzy does almost same thing. So just that people are not coming out to make noise. So I mean, if you are good, just try to make sure people
I think
around
security
you are good
business is now good business. So Davido's gates man now has 2 houses.
But is that even true?
Wait now. Now bodyguard is another security man. He has also built.
I mean, if people that are securing you are not comfortable, then they are liable.
You're not even safe.
So I think it's only right to make sure that the people securing you are looking after you are
It's not even about people around you because anybody can betray you in your circle. Let's use Davido's
word. We rise by
lifting others.
Right. Okay, moving on. Steve Harvey breaks down at Ghana slave castle where countless Africans were brutalized and tortured. The comedian and daytime talk show host went visiting the ELMINA castle on the Cape Coast. They were briefed on the dark past of the trading post that was erected by the Portuguese in the 1400s. The ELMINA castle served as a cornerstone in the early European slave trade.
I feel bad.
Do you?
Yes, because I actually went on the store as well. And I wish I made a video as well because when I saw what it did with this, it was super emotional, super creative. I'm not even trying to look at it from just a creative point of view, but from the point of capturing every single moment in your life. Now, I think everyone should visit that castle and try as much as possible. Maybe this went viral because it's a Steve Harvey, but try as much as possible to capture those moments because you will see actual blood splatters that haven't been cleaned. Do you understand? Like they've been there for years. And you actually see the small room, like in the video he posted, you actually saw the small room where our ancestors moved from.
Okay, let's not laugh.
And the doorway and all of that. So I think history is something that we should really look into. And this just takes me back to when we were talking about what Ali Baba said about we not having other infrastructures and other, what's it called now? Other structures that you can put in place for tourist attraction and stuff. And the ones we have, we don't even maintain it. Like the Badagry, for instance, is something similar to this. But did you see the maintenance of that place? Like they left the same staircase, they didn't try to, do you understand? It's still the same way, but they're properly maintaining it. And it has become a tourist attraction over time. And I think our government should learn from this and just know that maintain whatever part of your history you have left, because we the elderly ones will not be around for long.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So the young ones need to have this.
Thank you.
Are you not part of us?
Ewa.
Is that your polite way of saying shut up?
Yes. No, this is so heartbreaking because I could relate to it because I've not been to the one in Ghana, but I've been to one at Badagry. And when I went there, trust me, it was like their souls were still there. It was so sad. I cried. To think that an human being went through all that. I was just trying to like put myself in their position or my family or something. The chains and the room was so like little and you know like 100 people in it and I'm like, how does this even work? No windows, nothing. And that's where they ease themselves and do everything they want to do. It's just very heartbreaking and I don't know. I'm sad.
Don't cry. Okay, you got me.
See the person telling you don't cry, looks like he wants to cry. Anyway, the experience I've had of a place like this has to be in Zanzibar, because in fact they have two places.
Yeah, Zanzibar.
I get
Global,
but I get the feeling, and I mean, we all cried that day when they tell you the story, right? And the ancestors was not upon me. But it's a touching story, and it's nice to be able to connect to your history and understand why some people might want to be very extra when they are trying to fight for some rights or tell you slavery is. So you'll be able to tap into their emotions and understand where they're coming from.
And honestly speaking, I think that no matter your race, white or black, if you go there and then you just try to put yourself in their shoes. And you have a heart and you feel the pain.
I like the fact that they just didn't visit. They said they also tried on some of the chains just to feel what these people went through.
No, I'm not even joking. So, I can't lift the chain.
Yeah, so
I'm not heavy. Very heavy. I can't lift it. Imagine they are now putting it on someone's neck. Like
the shackle, your feet together, your hands, your neck, and like, are you an animal? Like, that's just sad. So I like that fact, but on that note, I just want to conclude that every black person always remember that you were Africans before you became anything else.
It's time for a quick break. When we return, we'll have more stories for you. We'll be right back.
It's the hottest entertainment stories coming up right here, right now. This is Tea Time.
Thank you for the tea.
Between yourself and MI, who's the best rapper?
I'm the best rapper. MI is maybe second after Magneto.
Nice.
Daddy's going to fry my brains if he saw this.
Give me your account number, make a transfer.
You get the money?
Yeah.
4 million. I started getting scared when Yoruba boys started saying, you know, we worry people.
One thing is certain. If you are good, my dear, you are good.
My kind of person, I'm not ready to cry over any man.
You look like Jarul, no?
A lot of people say that.
Yeah, just the looks, that's all. Not the account.
Wow.
Welcome back. 50 Cent trolls Wendy Williams for coming to his party despite feud, and he doesn't let her in. My only question is, what was she looking for? And it's now making me feel like both of them know what they are doing, like it's some form of publicity for... Because I don't know, why would you even go there?
Somebody and then you go for their party?
Maybe you know what we don't know.
I just don't have a problem with the fact that she went there. If she had gone there alone, you say, okay, maybe another colleague invited her and then she wasn't let in. But you went with your son, like...
And then you already
the only man in your life, okay, not the only man, but the main man in your life right now, you went with him to go and embarrass him as well.
You went there, they didn't let you in, but then you took pictures and posted it.
She saw Uncle Snoop. I can imagine what Snoop would have said. You know, my nephew, 50 ain't gonna let you in, and I'm sorry, babe, but you just gotta go on, but I'm gonna give you this picture, you know what I mean? So just feel good, you know, I'm your nephew, I got you, Wendy.
I'm sure she has to come out to explain this on her show. Explain this on her show so we'll understand what happened.
She needs to say
Maybe
something,
she was invited and she had no idea that it was a 50 Cent party, or was it a 50 Cent house?
No, it wasn't the club.
There has to be an explanation.
It had to be, look, there's no explanation to this. Now, 50 Cent is the kind of person that if he's having any event, he uses it, he's a proper businessman. So all his alcohol brands, I don't want to call their brands now, will be there as sponsors. So whether or not you know it's a 50 Cent thing, the fact that you're seeing it's brands, it's liquor brands. You should know that this is a 50 thing, and that's the right time for you to say, oh, pull up, reverse,
honestly,
this is not where we're supposed to be.
I don't think 50 Cent is the type of person you want to play that type of game with, because you know that he will not keep quiet. He's looking for every opportunity.
How do you think they will settle these fights now? Because it's been going on and on
50 Cent, I'm not sure he's ready for
I think they will settle it when the Wendy Williams show...
Apologize?
No, when the Williams show shuts down, because that's where she basically talks about him all the time, and that's where he always has a problem with her. Like, why are you always talking about me on your show? Like, don't you have any
he's always in the news, I mean.
He's always in the news, but you don't have to
just
talk
like
about him in a negative
like
light.
Time crew because you're always talking about him. Dude,
no,
yeah, but we're never talking about him in a
about
negative light.
Yeah,
she's always trying to talk about. She's always trying to talk
about
about
Wendy. That I'm not so much of I'm not a fan, because she's always like talking
Too extra.
Too extra, and then bringing people down with their talk. She's always trying to form, okay, this is
Holier than thou.
Holier than thou. That's why when she had a marriage
I love
issue,
this love between you two, finishing each other's sentences. I don't understand.
No, but
okay.
that's why when she had issues with her husband, not like I was happy about it, but then I felt like she will feel what those people usually feel when she comes out and talk about their personal life and say ridiculous stuff about them. Like, this is personal. Just, you should be careful what you're saying about it.
But I just don't understand what she was doing there. So I think, like Elsie said, she needs to come and explain to us what exactly
I'm sure
happened.
she will.
Like,
Like,
how
How
she
she
found
found
trouble.
herself. But if it's just to go and look for trouble, because I think that's quite embarrassing if you ask me. Like, I'm not going to even put myself in that position.
That's why I said-
If I'm not even, that's like Mudbomuya.
Yes.
Do you understand? That's just a typical example of Mudbomuya because...
Mudbomu brand.
Yeah, because if we were not invited on 50, say, unless 52 can be very petty, you know.
You
Now
know,
I'm trying to be in their mind.
of
You can actually send an invitation and tell them, don't let her in if she ever shows
It's
up.
something 50 can
It's something
do,
50 can
actually.
do. So,
But the way it sounded, it didn't send her any invite.
don't worry.
Right, let's
We'll
wait for
find
Wendy's
out.
side of the story.
We'll find out.
Anyway, moving on real quick. Meek Mill returns to childhood block to open renovated basketball courts. He was the guest of honor at a block party celebrating the opening of basketball courts he has helped refurbish in his hometown. The rapper teamed with sports giants Puma, Rock Nation, and the Philadelphia Parks and Recreation Department to refurbish the Strawberry Mansion Legacy Courts in East Fairmount Park in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I feel like an American who I'm calling up this next star.
I'm
Really?
not surprised.
I think it's
Meek
a
is
good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dream
this is-
chasers.
yeah.
Dream chasers.
I'm not surprised Meek is doing this because that's what he does all the time, giving back to the society. Even while he was in jail, he was still giving back to the society. And that's a good one. Hometown love is real and Meek Mill is not lacking any. Good one, bro. I'm proud of you.
Big shout out to Meek Mill. Meek Mill has always kept it real. He's been fighting the reform in the justice system ever since he came out of jail. Recently, we celebrated the fact that his case was thrown out and he's now going to be eligible for a brand new trial. So if he wins this one, he's not going to be a felon anymore. He's going to be exonerated completely. So I like the fact that he's also doing this because this is somebody that has been on the streets. And I can relate to recreational centers like this, especially in what they call over there the hood. But if we want to use the right grammar, we'll say the slums, right?
the rural community.
Yeah, or the rural community. Now, this is the kind of place that will keep a lot of people out of trouble. I don't have a job. I don't have anything I'm doing, but I'm good at basketball. If I can be there, even if it's from your 9 to 5 that you go to work and I'm there and I'm just playing basketball, it will keep me out of trouble. Do you understand? I'm sure a lot of lives have been saved just by being on this court, and it can relate with that. Because you hear that, oh, there was a drive-by a couple of streets away, but because you were there playing basketball, you could have been there. But instead, this saved you because you were playing. So he explained the importance of that, even though he tried to keep it short. But
Because it was odd.
yeah, but I could totally understand how important places like this are to the slums, recreational centers. We'll come back to the Nigerian government, please. A pause. Even our parks.
There's one near my house.
Even our parks.
There's one near my house. They play body.
Let's come to our celebrities.
Es
So
what?
It's not inside the estate.
Eh?
It's just by the estate.
But it's by. And where do you live?
Ife.
Not the rural.
On this one, if we are coming to our government, let's come to our celebrities too. At least
No, let's
Meek Mill
come
is
to our
not
government
part
first.
of U.S. government or anything that's doing this. It's just relating to what, like, if you've been through that thing, you can relate to it. And then I feel like if you have money to help people,
It's
not
not
to
even
live
just
that
about
life.
his money now. It's the fact that you have influence and you can speak to brands and you can get them to say this is right and they will
Because I
listen
can
to you
remember
because
when
you
he
have
gave
the
out
numbers.
6,000 backpacks. It was Puma.
Yeah, so
that
use your
supported
numbers,
him,
use your influence, use your ambassadorship
Okay,
deal.
do you
But
guys-
then how do they even, I'm talking about our celebrities now, when they're even selling themselves short, they go and collect money they are not even supposed to collect and come out to tell you they've collected millions, put themselves in a position where they are not in power
They can't fight
anymore.
you
They can't
anymore.
fight for you. They can't even fight for themselves. So,
Yeah.
let's just
Okay,
leave
the
celebrities
reason
to
why
them,
I was
right?
going to come to the government, I'm even going to go to the parks we have even in Lagos State. Don't even let us go far. they're always locked. Do you see anybody in the park? But if you go to other countries, that's why it's called a park. It's a recreational center. It's where I'm supposed to just
trying to
go
keep it clean.
pick my novel. As in, you guys, somewhere I'm supposed to be able to go pick my novel, read.
There's a very
have
nice
fun.
park at
Ibadan.
Alausa, not even in Ibadan. We're not
At
of Lagos.
Alausa,
Alausa, I've always wanted to go there to
It's
sit
always
down. One day
locked.
they
It's
tell
always-
me,
I
don't go
always see it.
there. It's near the, I think that's near the Senate and all that.
Yeah.
Nobody's
They will arrest you.
Are
And
you
then
serious?
they will
Why did
actually
you guys
arrest
say
you, like,
There's
place?
actually a park in Ibadan. It's very beautiful.
even the one
Agodi.
at Ojota.
And is it allowed for
No,
you
people
to
are allowed
Yeah,
to.
people
No,
are
that
allowed
one
to
is
go
not
there,
even
and it's
the,
so
like a
calm.
park anymore. That's more like it's more like a tourist attraction center now. So they open it and people go in. But we're talking of the roadside parks where people can just come out, sit down, take fresh air, look around. You create it, but you don't allow people go inside. So why are you
So what's
creating
the
it
point?
in the first
For the
place?
rich, of course.
The rich don't even go
rich
there.
don't even
It's
use
just
it.
there.
Now they've even turned some of them to event centers.
Wow.
Do you understand? It's only
you
when
have
they
to
have
pay for
events
it,
like
yeah.
the one that is close to us right now. I'm sure we all know the one I'm talking about. It's always the only time they open it up is when they
There's
have
an event, yeah.
out there, which is sad because that's why it's called a park. I'm supposed to. Why do we have the Central Park exonerated Central Park 5?
Ife.
They were in the
It seems
park.
you want to end all these our stories in a very funny way, but we are not on your level this morning. We are going on a break. When we come back, we'll have just one more story for you. We'll be right back.
You're watching Plus TV Africa, and this is Tea Time.
I loved the energy when I came in here. It was so positive. I was like, I can live here.
My real names are Akbofyokobo, Akborubomemere.
I think my father is a comedian because most times when he calls me, he's like, yo, make sure you use condom. You know, them girls out there.
So are you telling me I should have shot my shots?
Ife, you are my younger brother. Age is nothing but a number. What? I'm a vampire.
I believe in equal rights for women, and I also believe that a man is the head of the house, so we need to draw our limits somewhere.
Feels so good. Now can I do my jam now?
Yeah, you can. Welcome back. Our last and final story is on Obi Franklin and Alex Ekubo, who I think they are fighting dirty over who shares the most inspirational post. In an Instagram post while wading into the controversy surrounding Forbes 30 on the 30 Nigeria and Obi-Wan Okeke, and someone who was arrested by FBI on the count of engaging in fraudulent activities, Obi Franklin warned Nigerians to be wary of motivational speakers. He urged them not to let some motivational speaker deceive them into thinking that they can be entrepreneurs. In reaction to his post, that's Ubi's post, Nollywood actor Alex Ekubo dropped the following comments. Ubi, now you gon be the pilot. Okay, now you gon be the pilot of the flights. I want inspire to desire to perspire.
I like that line.
So,
to desire to perspire.
people have different interpretations of this comment, but from Ubi's side, I think he took it personal, and since he's taking it personal, he did not.
He didn't take
Did you see his? He did.
No. I think what he was trying to say is, even if you have such a problem with me, social media is not the right place because the way
He's just taking it
I don't
personal.
understand.
the way he spoke to Alex, it made it sound like, look, bro, I don't even understand how you came up with this. Do you understand? That's somebody you have
If he
a
doesn't
passion
understand, you should ask us for understanding.
The truth is bitter. That's
I'm
what's
not,
happening
you
here.
guys are coming for me like I'm Ubi's guy. Like,
You are sounding like he told you the
now,
reason
you're an
now, so you are
advocate,
his guy
so
now.
Talk.
I'm an advocate.
No,
Advocate.
You're trying to advocate for Ubi.
I'm not advocating for Ubi. I'm just trying to let you know that these are two brothers that have a personal relationship going on. So if I post something
Do you know
and
about
you
their
have
personal
a
relationship?
I was
problem,
going to ask.
Do you know about their personal
obviously
relationship?
they're in the same industry.
So it doesn't mean they have a personal relationship going on.
But did you hear?
Ife.
Did you see Ubi's post, bro? I don't even. He called him bro. To
Okay,
start.
I can call you bro. Now, you know,
Ife,
Am
on
I not
social
your
media.
bro?
you get.
Shit,
But then
Danny
Danny
Oh
See,
God, where did I get this thing from? But it's okay. Just keep your excuses coming. We are listening.
Okay.
So, which one is my excuse?
That's what you've been doing for Ubi.
I'm not
Did you call
making
him? Did you call
any-
him
I'm
too?
not-
You know you called
no,
Roy.
No,
You
no,
didn't call
go
Ubi.
to his house?
No, I didn't.
Did you
I didn't
DM
call
him?
Ubi. I didn't DM. I don't know
Wow.
Ubi. You know Ubi. Ubi is the one that's your guy. Me, I don't know Obi. I don't claim to know people I don't know.
But do you think Alex said the truth?
Yeah.
Whether he was not supposed to say it in public or not, was he wrong?
Well, personally, I'd have kept my opinion to myself because I'm a wise guy.
This is not about keeping the opinion to yourself or
This
not.
is not about wise
He has put it
But
out.
now coming to shame me to say you gone, I ain't be the pilot of the. What are you insinuating? If you want to call me out, then just call me out 100%. Don't be doing corner. Don't be shady.
There's nothing shady
call a
about
spade
this.
a spade. Tell me that.
Okay,
look.
let me explain. Since you're explaining for Ubi, maybe let me explain for Alex.
Oh, yeah,
Then I'll
explain.
support you.
Do you understand? He came out to wade into this conversation, which I don't think he has any reason to. He should have just kept his
Ubi,
opinion
right?
to himself. Yes, because
Yeah, I think
Ubi
so too.
is one of those that would post motivational quotes. He's really the perspire to desire to inspire. And you come out and keep telling people stories. There was a comment I read over the weekend while all this drama was going on, and someone said that one of the problems we have, why even the younger ones cannot learn from even their peers or people that are succeeding, is the fact that you ask them, how did you do it? And they tell you, it's the grace of God. How did you get to this point? I worked hard. What did you do? Who did you meet? How did you behave? What attitude helped you? What was your mindset? What did you learn? What training did you go for? Like, give people practical steps. Let them understand what is going on. But you come out and tell them, perspire to desire, wake up to perspire, blah, 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 blah. And this is what Ubi does
to the story
every
of that
time.
girl that came on Instagram and said I quit my job in 2 weeks and then I got a range,
understand?
I got a house. Like, how does that even happen?
How does it add up?
Do you get?
Like, explain to us, what did you do?
What did you do? How did you go about it? Let people learn from your story. Don't just come to give us quotes. If you move it, you can raise it. Of course, I know if I move it, I
Well,
can.
I know one thing. Well, I do one thing now. I don't spend so much time on social media and start reading people's aspire to desire to aspire things anymore. If I just scroll, it's pictures. Instagram is there for pictures. So you that you're putting long
Caption,
episodes,
I'm not
yeah,
even
wasting
ready
your
to
time. I'm
read.
not even gonna read it. Do you understand? I just want to see your picture. If it's nice, I like it because that's what it's for. It's not for you to come and start motivating me. Especially on Instagram, where I know that a lot of people are living fake lives. True. Do you understand? So it is not even the right place for me to come and start aspiring to desiring and to be. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So don't come and start giving me your motivational tips. You can share with a true life experience and motivate me to aspire, to desire, to inspire.
But don't tell me what I can read.
But don't tell me what I can read and I
Like,
cannot put into
I can't
practice.
relate.
You still want
Because you're not giving
to
me
use your
anything.
platform to inspire people, please go ahead. And
But use your true
course.
stories or
Yeah.
use true
But
experiences
not
of other
everyone
people that you
cannot
know.
be
Just pull
storytellers.
people.
There are people who don't really know how to share their stories. So
Yeah,
they
but
just
don't come
go
and tell me
online, pick a
I quit my
caption,
job
and
in 2
list
weeks.
In 2 weeks and I got a
bought-
range and I got an party.
How are you
Don't
going
say
to inspire
that.
me to perspire for me to desire?
Yeah, so
In order for you to inspire,
what did you say again? Raise the cup to move the cup.
if you can raise
Raise
it, you can move it.
Okay, that's how we're wrapping up this episode. If you can raise it, you can move it. Thank you for watching, and do subscribe to our YouTube channel, Applause TV Africa, to catch up on this episode or any episode you may have missed. My thank you as always go to my co-anchors, Ewa Ritu and Ifeoluwa Oshunkeye, and the entire production team. My name is Elsie Godwin saying thank you for watching and see you later.